Y'all, we bass fishing right now. We trying to get some bass on this here G-Man fishing thing bob here. Alex has got a tube bait trying to represent crawfish. I'm got a Guggen saucy swimmer with a 3.3 inch saucy trying to represent a bait fish. I'll tell you this much, I haven't been doing a lot of recording today, but the Kitex outfished the saucy swimmer by a mile today. By a mile, I'm telling y'all. But I kind of figured that's how it was going to be, because every time I do one of these things where I'm using both Kitex and saucy swimmers, the Kitex just outperforms the saucy swimmer, or even the Rage for that matter, by Strike King. So Alex is over there throwing their tube bait. We'll show you what he's using here in just a minute. What are you chasing down there, Bella? Huh? There's something in them weeds. Basically, throwing it out there and reeling it's not catching nothing. The only way I've been able to get a bite on it is by bouncing it. So of course, you know me, I'm using a lightning rod and a DC Corrado. You hung up? I thought you had a fish there for a second. You got a fish? Huh. Small one, but you caught one? Is that a... Oh, well, we got to get that one on camera, because we are doing a bass fishing video here, so let's get that one on video. Tube bait. I told Alex, throw a tube bait. Throw a tube bait, it'll work. Because it acts like a crayfish. Sure enough. 2 seconds into fishing with the tube bait, he's caught himself a nice little...
Look at my Bella.
Do you feel how...
She got caught up in some
weeds, yeah. Feel how cold that fish is.
Huh?
Feel how cold it is.
Cold?
Yeah, see how cold it is?
Yeah.
But anywho, there you guys go. Alex's tube bait bass. It's a little guy, but it's a start.
Yeah.
He's already caught like 50 bass, so...
Okay, come on, Bella. Let's go get this shit off of your face. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna use both rods in while you're gone, because I'm gonna try and prove a point here on YouTube. So that's one fish for the tube bait, and that's a creek tube bait thing, I think is what it's called, but I'm not 100% on what actual name is. Made by Grizzly, I think it's a Grizzly tube bait or something like that. But basically what Alex is doing is he's fishing a high percentage area. What he's doing is he's throwing out there in that seam, and he's working it back down into the back eddy, and so that's what's working out for him. But giving him high percentage baits too, something that represents what these fish are naturally eating too, is helping him. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking this here tube bait and working it like a crawdad. You know, and sometimes you take these sometimes you take these baits and you throw them out there, and then you just slow reel them on the bottom back into you and bounce them once in a while. See, and this time that's basically what I'm going to do, is just kind of slow reel it, bounce it up once in a while, give it a little sporadic action, and then let it fall down again. Try to get more natural presentation for the fish. And so after this cast, I'm going to go ahead and throw a saucy swimmer a little more. Fishing high percentage area is always a good thing when you're fishing. And when people say high percentage areas, you got to know where those high percentage areas are for catching fish. So I could have been recording all day and showing all the fish that I've caught, but I didn't really decide to do that. I decided to just dink around most of the day, catch fish and not show them on YouTube. And so now we're going to use a saucy and see if we can't catch one on a saucy. Gonna throw it out there, let it sink a little bit, and we're just gonna start working it in. Basically what's going on is I don't have a heavy enough jig head, I guess, to keep it down low in the water, but I ain't necessarily trying to keep it down and low in the water. So basically I'm just low reeling it on this cast. Next cast, I may just bounce it the whole time. Because sometimes that's the way you want it, is bouncing. Doing that sporadic action. You just kind of let it sink. Oh, fish on, fish on. Feels like a good one. Nah, it ain't that big, but it's probably big enough to eat. I think that one's a big enough one to eat. Hey, that's the first one on saucy all day that I've landed anyways. He's kind of small. We'll let him go. We'll let him go. I think he's kind of on the small side. Well, he gone. He was not happy. That's my first fish in a day and a half of fishing on a saucy swimmer. Everybody swears by the Gorgons. Well, I know they catch fish because I've caught fish on Gorgon baits before. But to me, I don't necessarily think that, you know, they're any better than a Kitech, because I've caught way more fish on a Kitech than I have a saucy. So I just thought I'd do some recording. Try to catch a fish, you know, for you guys and make a video. So that's one fish on the crawl or the tube bait and one fish on the saucy. I seriously feel like if I was to switch to Kitech, I'd catch more fish though. High percentage areas yield high percentage fish. They may not always be giants, but high percentage fish is always a good thing. Always a good thing. Oh, I seen him coming. Hit that. I was gonna pull it out of water and then I watched him come up and hit it. That was pretty fun. Basically what I'm doing is using a Gamakatsu jig head. A pink one. Why I picked pink? Because that's the one I had on here. That's why. That's why I picked pink. Because that's what I had on here. Well, that's always cool when you see one of those fish come up and do that to you, though. All right, let's throw that other one again for a minute. See if we can't get bit on it. It's always good to have 2 or 3 things ready to go, instead of throwing the same thing. That's why when Alex decided he was going to go do something else, for a moment, I'm like, leave that right here. I'll throw that as well as throw what I'm throwing. That way I've got 2 different things to present to the fish. It's crazy how much it resembles a crawdad. See, like this one, I might just throw out there and just let the current move it down. I'm just gonna bounce it once in a while until I feel like it's far enough down and I'm gonna start working it in. But right now it's just like throw it out there, bounce it a little bit. What's out there? Try them high percentage casts and maybe get bit. Maybe not. Oh, I missed him, huh? High percentage spots is basically what I'm targeting right here. It's a back eddy. It's got plenty of flow, plenty of places where they want to eat. You know, that's always a plus when you're fishing. See, you catch 4 or 5 fish out of a high percentage spot, you may not catch another one for a couple of days out of that spot. But chances are, if they're just in there thick, you can catch them out of there for 5 days straight. But they're probably not going to be all giants. But see, that time I cast a little upstream, so I have to work it back downstream. But basically what I want to do is work it into the high percentage area by doing that. Anytime you cast upstream, you take that chance of getting hung up. But you take a chance of getting hung up no matter where you cast anyways. Oh, there we go. Fish on, fish on. I just let it sink all the way to the bottom before I set the hook. Good fish, good fish. Good fish, good fish. Good fish. High percentage areas though. High percentage area. Them fish are cold though. Here you go, keeper master.
Double check to make sure.
Oh yeah, he's big enough. He'll make somebody a nice dinner. Somebody would make fun of us for keeping a fish that size, but that's a